welcome back to my channel, A Taste of La Rose. This is your girl Rose, and thank you guys for coming back. I hope you guys missed me. I missed you guys. For tonight's menu, we are going to be doing a dish. This is actually super fun. It's really easy to do. It's great for get-togethers, for football parties, for just, you know, they're mini, they're called mini hamburger sliders. No, sorry, scratch that. They're called mini Big Mac sliders. And stay tuned and I will show you guys how to get this dish done. Los ingredientes para esta receta son los siguientes. We have 2 eggs, we have an onion, shredded lettuce, tenemos nuestra carne molida, aquí tenemos sal y pimienta al gusto. Estos son cheese slices. We're going to use unsalted butter. We're going to use toasted sesame seeds, garlic salt, garlic powder, chopped onion, dinner rolls, Thousand Island, vegetable oil, spray, cooking oil, and then our side is going to be some extra crispy seasoned crinkles. Acompáñenme para enseñarles cómo preparar esta deliciosa receta. Comencemos entonces. ¡Woo! Okay, all right, the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to start working on our meat. Now, we have our meat. To this meat, we are going to add, now all of this is to taste. You can add as little or as much as you want. So we're going to go ahead and add our garlic salt. That doesn't want to come out for some reason. Okay. So we're going to add garlic salt. This is garlic salt, so it already has salt. We're going to add pepper. And we're going to add regular salt. Be careful because we already put the garlic salt in. And then just to be on the safe side, we're going to add powder, garlic powder. You can put as much as you want of that because, you know. And then last but not least, we're going to go ahead and add este es nuestro huevo. Ya lo batimos un poquito con un tenedor, so we're just going to go ahead and throw that in there. And we're going to, all right, so now we have mixed all of our ingredients in this bowl along with the meat. We don't want to over mix it, guys. If we do over mix it, it's going to get like a weird consistency. We do not want that. What we want is just kind of for all of the ingredients to just be kind of blended together without being over mixed. Now what we're going to do next is right now we have our oven preheating to 350 degrees. What we're going to do is we are going to cook this meat in the oven. So I'm going to show you guys next how we're going to place this on our baking sheet to be able to place it in the oven. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to spray our baking sheet with, this is just non-stick vegetable oil, and this is para que no se nos pegue la carne en el oven, okay? All right, so what we're doing next is now that our meat is nice and blended, we're gonna go ahead and set it on our baking dish. There's not really a wrong or right way to do this. You gotta kind of wing it. So lo que vamos a hacer is we're gonna place this, if you guys can see, the size of our dinner rolls, we kind of want this to match the same size, except once it's cooked in the oven, it's gonna shrink a little bit. I want to say about an inch all around. So we want to make it like about an inch bigger than our rolls. And we're gonna want to do it like a square. It's a small baking dish, so I think this is gonna be perfect actually for this recipe. You kind of just want to make it flat all the way around, make it a nice little... Alright guys, aquí ya quedó nuestra carne que tenemos preparada. A esto le vamos a agregar, on top of this, le vamos a echar nuestra cebolla, chopped onion, and we're just going to sprinkle it all over the top. You can add as much or as little of this as you want. We love onions in this house, so therefore we are going to just sprinkle the shit out of this. Now our oven just beeped that it's ready for this baby to go in there. So next what we're going to do is we're going to throw this in the oven to cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. If you guys notice, this is the size of our bread and it's noticeably bigger because like I said, it is going to shrink. So I'm going to go stick this in the oven and I'll be back. Guys, I will say that every single oven range varies. So it could very well take a little bit more or it could take a little bit less. So you just gotta kind of keep an eye on your meat, and I mean it could take longer, it could take less. Just keep an eye on it, be checking on it once it's cooked, even if the timer's not up. pull it out. Another thing I want to say is that this is the first time that I'm recording myself, all by myself with nobody's help. So if this video is kind of off or wonky, just bear with me. I will get better, promise. Takes practice. It's a work in progress. So while we are waiting for our meat to be done cooking, what we are going to do is we're going to work on our onion. We need to have this onion nice and finely chopped because this is going to go in your hamburger, in your slider. So we want to do nice and thin slices. No lazy choppers, peoples, not on this one. Otherwise, you're going to have like some big ass chunks of onion in your sliders, and I mean, I don't know, si al rato van a ver a la novia o el novio, that's not going to be a good idea. So chop, chop, chop. Aquí ya tenemos nuestra cebolla bien picadita. Y mientras estamos esperando que esté la carne, lo que vamos a hacer es vamos a empezar a poner a calentar nuestro aceite, porque esta receta la vamos a acompañar con unas fried crispy fries. So next we're gonna go ahead and get this started, get this going. Okay, so aquí lo que vamos a hacer es que vamos a prender nuestra estufa a high, a todo lo que da, y le vamos a echar suficiente aceite para que nuestras papas se puedan dorar. And we're just gonna let that go ahead and warm up for about almost 5 minutes before we go ahead and introduce the fries in there. Alright guys, so basically while we have our meat cooking, while we have our oil warming up for our papas, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our dinner rolls and we're gonna cut them in half like I did with this piece. Try as much as you can, be very careful, try to cut it in half as best as you could para que no se les deshagan, no se les desparramen. So then we have like a bottom half and then we have a top half here. So este lado ya lo hice, we're gonna set this aside and we're gonna continue on to this side. You just have to be very careful, try to do it nice and slowly para que no se les deshagan, because you know, once que se deshacen, I mean la carne va a salir whole, so you just kind of, I'm using a seared knife because it grips better. So yep, there we go. Guys, here's an update on what our meat looks like right now. This obviously is not ready, but I wanted to show you guys. You guys check on it. If you guys see que tiene exceso de jugo, you feel free to dump it out. Grab a little spoon, dump it out, and then stick it back into the oven to continue cooking. That will help it cook a little bit faster. Que nuestro aceite ya está caliente, so lo que vamos a hacer es que vamos a meter las papas. Be very careful, like I always tell you guys, be super careful because our aceite is really hot. No queremos que se nos quemen, chicas, chicos. Lo que vamos a hacer es que vamos a echar nada más un puñito y nos vamos a esperar about 7 or 8 minutes until they are completely golden brown. I'm gonna mix them up a little bit. And we don't want to mix them around too much because they're gonna get mushy. So just let them kind of do their own thing. Let them kind of sit there and just do their thing. So ya falta una cosita de nada para que esté lista nuestra carne. Ya tenemos nuestras papas también dorando. So lo que vamos a hacer es que in a different baking pan, once we pull the meat out from the oven, we're gonna turn off the oven. We're gonna grab a different baking pan and we're gonna again spray our, I like to use vegetable oil or butter flavored oil. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start preparing our little sliders. So we're gonna get our bottom half, like so. And están chuecas, it's okay, no pasa nada si están chuecas, guys. It's still gonna be edible. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna spread the bottom of our bread with Thousand Island, and we're just gonna spread away. Alright guys, so aquí nuestras fries ya están bien doraditas. So what we're gonna do, look at how crispy they are, guys. What we're gonna do is I have a plate here with some napkins, and we're just gonna let these sit here. And we're gonna drain it para que se les quite, para que no tengan tanta grasa cuando las consumamos. Again, be very careful. This oil is very hot, guys. Les voy a dar un consejo. Este aceite no lo vayan a tirar al sink. Ya sabrán por qué se los digo. So just kind of let it cool down. This is what our meat should look like. I have pulled it out of the oven. I have now turned off the oven. Now les voy a enseñar cómo se preparan estos sliders ya por fin. So lo que vamos a hacer es que vamos a agarrar esto y lo vamos a cortar a la mitad just like so. Be careful, it's very hot. We're gonna grab it and we're gonna place it. So let's try this side first. And we're gonna place it on top of our bread like so. Ooh, look how good that looks, guys. Yum, yum, yum. While that's in the oven and the cheese is melting, we're gonna grab our unsalted butter and we're gonna melt it. We just need to stick this in the microwave. We just need to melt this. Basically, we're gonna use to be able to spread over the top of our dinner rolls, and then we're gonna sprinkle with ajonjoli, and that's how, or our sesame seeds ajonjoli, and that's how we're gonna get our buns to look like hamburger buns. And so this needs to get warmed up, and I'll be back. All right, guys, here we have our cheese is nice and melted on our sandwiches. Ahora sí, guys, ahora sí los vamos a armar. Now, what you do next, this is a secret, guys. McDonald's doesn't want to tell you, but I'm here to spoil this shit. This is the secret to the Big Macs, okay? You can add as little or as much as you want. I really don't care. It's pretty much up to you. Okay, so we're gonna spread that like so. Then next we're gonna add, vamos a echarle cebolla. Because y'all know Big Macs, you know how Big Macs roll. They got onion and shit. Okay. And then le vamos a echar los pepinos. Igual, mucho o poco, it's totally up to you. All right, so for the final step, aquí tenemos, like I was saying, nuestra mantequilla que ya calentamos en el microwave. Y aquí esta mantequilla, I told you guys it was unsalted because to this we're gonna add garlic salt. Okay, we're gonna add garlic salt. You can add, add it to taste, honestly. You guys already know how I roll. Okay, we're gonna give it a good mix. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our little thingamajiggy and we're gonna spread the top of the sliders just like that. No tengan miedo, ustedes échenle mantequilla al cabo. De algo nos vamos a morir. Okay, so we're gonna cover this completely with butter. And then we are just gonna sprinkle it with our sesame seeds like so. And there you have it. And here you guys have it. This is the final product. I really hope you guys try this. Really try it. You will not regret it. This is like the copycat version of the Big Macs. This is just a mini Big Mac. You can have as little or as much as you want. I hope you guys try it. If you do, please tag me. Like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you can get notified every single time I upload a new video. And I'm working solo now, so these should get interesting. All right, guys, I will catch you all on the flip side.